Well, before Hello World, I'm John Laws. The man best known as Lawsy carved out a career as a crooner. That voice, which saw former Prime Minister Paul Keating declare him Broadcaster of the Century, also saw him star on Bandstand with his great mate Brian Henderson. Tonight, our special tribute to a giant of the radio industry.
Looking at the camera.
But in the meantime, what do?
A tear welling in his eyes.
I say goodbye.
With those words, the king of radio, John Laws, surrendered to the rigours of age. It was his last day hosting a national radio program, saying goodbye to his listeners.
I just think that I've given them some happy times, and hopefully they'll have some happy memories, and somebody else will come along. I mean, it's not the end of the world.
Exactly a year and a day later, the 90-year-old took his last breath at his Sydney home.
He's the greatest broadcaster this country has ever produced, without a doubt. No one will rival him. He's not just a legend, he's an icon.
Legend, icon, friend. Laws's following at its height numbered 2 million. Anyone who was anyone would talk to Lawsy, from royalty to entertainers.
Hello world, I'm John Laws.
And most importantly to him, his loyal listeners.
What's on your mind, Australia? Give us a call, tell us all about it.
That greeting could send politicians scampering. He interviewed more than a dozen prime ministers.
An amazing bullshit detector. He couldn't stand hypocrisy. In the talkback world, what made John different was that his goal was not to embark on an ego trip of his own. His goal was not to push his own opinions down the throats of his interviewee, let alone his audience. He was
former PM Malcolm Turnbull counted Laws as a friend.
John's goal was to get the person on the air, to get them to talk, get them to relax, have a discussion, draw them out.
He changed talk radio. He went from being a disc jockey playing music to being the preeminent talk radio host in the country.
A veteran broadcaster himself, Ray Hadley grew up listening to Laws's dulcet tones.
And I was captivated by his voice and by his presence, and I sort of dreamt at the time, I think, geez, that'd be a good job.
How fantastic to hear your voice.
Eventually, Hadley became Laws's understudy.
To start with, I was a listener, then I was a colleague, then I was a fill-in, and then I was his opponent.
The pair ended up fighting for supremacy of the airwaves.
We were in the entertainment business, and if there was a bit of rivalry there, I think John played up to it, and I certainly did as well.
But there was only one set of golden tonsils behind a golden microphone.
Hello world, I'm John Laws.
Laws ruled our airwaves for more than half a century, never afraid to voice his opinion.
It now seems that either Alan Jones or the Prime Minister is a liar. Make up your mind.
Climb every mountain.
He could belt out a tune.
High and low.
And even had a crack at acting in the Aussie classic TV series Skippy.
You could search the world over, you wouldn't find a better place than this. You take it from honest Jack Jamison.
Here at Channel 9, the young, lanky singer found himself on Brian Henderson's Bandstand.
Little bitty Big John, a little bitty Big John.
They were to become mates. Henderson, the king of television, Laws, the king of radio.
He's just an absolute professional, but he's a very complicated man. But as a friend, you like people for all they are.
Controversial, occasionally irreverent, Laws wouldn't tolerate annoying callers.
And I really don't have the vaguest idea, but something else I've got to tell you, Chris, I don't give a stuff.
John Laws, a man with no regrets.
I've had a fantastic life. I'd like people to know that I am here or have been here.
Until then, good night, and be kind to each other.
And a state funeral will be held for Lawsy to honour his extraordinary career, fitting for a legend.